Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the expansion era Boomers taking on the mid-century Groundbreakers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, we get a chance to play in one of the cooler venues in all of baseball.
Oh, such a cool place. I got goosebumps walking in today. Just so honored to be in this setting, and I know the players down there on the field, they can't wait to get going.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Our starter in this one, Cy Young.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here's the veteran outfielder, Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson.
The wind of the pitch. That's in there, and we are underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
0-1. And downstairs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
That's down and in.
Full count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Tony Gwynn. Good contact guy, good defender. Over to first, and he's safe. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better contact hitter than Tony Gwynn. The ball basically stood still for him. If it's near the plate, he'd get the barrel on it. 0-1.
Usually a pitcher has a plan for every at-bat, but with Gwynn, you can forget about that. Tony's going to be running the show when he's standing in the box. He's the one dictating the at-bat and pretty much hitting the ball wherever he wants to.
Pitch misses there, and now it's even 1-1.
And with Tony, there isn't any kind of pitch that gives him problems. Whether it's movement, velocity, just doesn't really matter. For him, every pitch was a good pitch to hit.
And the righty deals. And a count 1-2. Runner at first with no outs here. The punch out there, and one gone. So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Checks over to first, back safely. Another throw over, and they're keeping him close. Pitch out, but no action. Henderson stands at first with 1 out. That's a strike. That's strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Next offering is downstairs. And the pitch. Outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
That's a
3-1,
ball.
and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now the veteran third baseman, Mike Schmidt. Swings through that one. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone.
Let's turn the 5-4-3 here.
Next offering is fouled back.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
The 1-2. Inside, just missed.
It's a good take.
And now it's filled up. Reggie Jackson up next. Three-two. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's a big power threat. Reggie Jackson. And he takes one right on the black. And it's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch is inside, and the count even 1-1. Hit weakly on the ground. Garrett. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back here at the ballpark, pitching in our game today, Tom Seaver.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Here's a speed threat, Jackie Robinson. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. Here comes a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Seaver, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Now this is in the air down the line. Henderson on the move. Brings it in, and there's one down. Now let's have a look at the legends up and down the lineup for the mid-century Groundbreakers. Singy, we're looking at a really young lineup here, so not much experience, but it also means they're going to bring a lot of energy to the table most days.
Well, we're in a golden age of young players. I mean, these players, they're getting up to the majors. They're dominating from a young age, bringing home plenty of hardware early in their careers. I mean, before they even get to free agency. So, you know, when you consider all of that, I love seeing the kind of energy that a team like this brings to the yard every day in and day out.
Gwynn settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away now. Willie Mays now at the plate. He's a guy who does it all. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. Next offering misses. 2-2.
2-2.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Batting fourth.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hank Aaron. That one misses, and that's ball one. Nice warm day here, good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
Ball to strike. And it's fouled away.
And Boog, hitters can be a little less aggressive on hard stuff early in the season just because of how cold it is and not wanting to get a stinger. Now you think, oh, it's just a jam, it's shot, it's a broken bat, but sometimes guys get deep thumb bruises that can linger for a while. So, you just want to avoid that if you can, but at the end of an at-bat, you're just trying to battle no matter what.
Seaver checks on first, back in there standing. The guy that I've encountered that hates the cold weather the most, Mookie Betts. I mean, he grew up in Tennessee, so it's not exactly like swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Welcome back. Second inning set to go. And now, Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray.
The right-hander back to work. There's the strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Next one is off the plate, and that's ball one. And that's too high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That one misses, and that's ball three.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And there's ball four.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Now the catcher up to hit, Mike Piazza. In there, and it's 0-1. Righty delivers. Out there to center. Robinson on the move. Racing, makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting it. The shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Cal Ripken Jr. He's got the power but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
That misses. 2 balls, no strikes.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Yeah, even though middle infielders with power are common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That one back there, and it's gone. He powers that one out to left, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-0.
No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
And the batter now, Joe Morgan. That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch off the plate, and it's 2-0. Young, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Ricky Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. Morgan leads off first with 1 away. Young checks the runner, and he's back in safely. And he deals. Late swing, fouled off. Righty to the plate. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Runner goes again. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Great jump.
The right field, number 19.
Now it's the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. At the belt and fires. There's a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another guy in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Next pitch way upstairs. That one hit to right. Aaron gets under it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show.
It's been quite a long time.
Bottom of the second, digging in, Luke Eric.
Groundbreakers, the first baseman.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Seaver back to work. Ball 1 there.
1 ball, no strike.
The wind of the pitch. And fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And a good eye there. This one high in the air to left center. Henderson on the move. Got it. Nice grab. 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ernie Banks at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. The wind to kick the pitch. Just off the inside edge.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable. And that location will definitely do it.
Next one misses. Full count 3-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. And he walked him.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's going to be Ralph Kiner. A little bit low. And the next pitch is way outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-0 the count. Here it comes.
No, that's the ball.
And a 4-pitch walk.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So digging in, Johnny Bench. in there for strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. Two on, one out. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Kicks and deals. Gets under it and pops it up. Gwynn gliding in towards the infield. And it's caught for the out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Eddie Matthews.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-2.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
Got him looking, that's a strikeout. 2 left on. We played 2 full. The Boomers are on top 2-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Ken Griffey Jr. The pitch. With Junior, probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. There's a strike.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
Check swing. He went. And the count 1-2.
And even though he was on the big stage playing in front of thousands of people, you always remember the hat backwards, big smile on his face. He kept this game that can have a lot of stress in it fun, just like he was a kid.
Got it by him for the K.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Schmidt stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground, right side. In time to Gehrig. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
The bat, number 9. Designated hit, Reggie.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Reggie Jackson, grounded out his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that's outside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
The next pitch misses. 3-0. And that's through there for a strike.
3-1. Ball.
The 3-1 in for a strike, full count.
Full count.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Nice grab on the run. That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Boomers are out in front here, 2-0. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he can run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
There's a strike.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Line drive, base hit, right center field.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1. And that one upstairs.
1-0.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And here it comes. Next offering misses down and away. Robinson gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses. Full count now.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Griffey in pursuit. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
The batter, the designated hitter, Willie Mays.
Here's some real power at the plate. Willie Mays picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Mays goes 5 feet 11 inches, 23 years old, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. Seaver picks to first, and he's back standing. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
The next offering misses. 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Move over to first, trying to keep him close. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. Pickoff move to first, and he dives back in safely. Tapped softly on the ground. To second, there's one, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 3 innings complete. The Boomers lead it 2-0. And welcome back. And now the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray.
And a pitch. Now one
Ball
missed.
One ball, no strike.
And that's outside. The wind to kick the 2-0. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. The wind and the pitch. In the dirt. Fires over to first. One up, one down.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Stepping in, Mike Piazza. Check swing, and that's a ball.
1-0.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. And that's just foul. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Got him. That's the second out.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Ripken, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The batter.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
At the plate, Joe Morgan. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And the batter now, Ricky Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. Good eye right there.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
And the righty deals. And a count 1-2. At Singy, Ricky's 1,406 career steals is a record that may stand forever. The active leader in career steals isn't even a quarter of the way to that number. This one in the dirt. Bench on to first. That's out number 3. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's a lead for the expansion era. 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Hank Aaron. And a pitch. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Strike 2. And ball 1. Next offering misses, and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now here is Lou Gehrig. Gehrig tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Did not go. And the 1-0. Just missed. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Right-hander kicks, deals, and that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Banks stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Gehrig, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next offering is down low. And that one fouled off. Pickoff throw. Gehrig dives back in safely. And now it's even up. Here comes a pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To second, there's 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. 3 up, 3 down that time. We played 4. The Boomers are on top 2-0. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. Popped up. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Ken Griffey Jr.
So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. A strikeout and a walk. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Ripped on the ground to second. Gathers and throws to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Mike Schmidt will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. There's a strike. And 1-2. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That just misses. And the count is 1-1. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
The pitch.
Ball 3.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Johnny Bench digs in now. Fly to right his first time.
Yep.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Righty delivers. Fly ball down the line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down.
Now batting, third baseman, Eddie.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the third baseman, Eddie Matthews. First offering misses the mark. Bench over at first with one away. Pitch misses, and now 2-0.
Well, this is such a tough offense. That pitcher needs those pitches called for strikes. You don't want to give these hitters any more advantage. They're already bruisers.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. The pitch. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Jr. makes the play. 2 down.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, the next to hit. 1 for 2. In there at the knees, strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Strike 2. And there's a ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. And welcome back. Now it's the DH, Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Young back to work. Reggie measures 6 feet even, 27 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Left-hand batter waits. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2. Righty to the plate. Tap back to the mound. Throw to first is in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eddie.
So digging in, Eddie Murray. And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Out to short. He's in there.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Now at the plate, Mike Piazza. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Kicks and fires. And the 1-0 misses low. Action in the pen down there. Bob Feller up and loosening in the pen. Spahn getting loose as well. The 2-1. On the inside corner for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And now 2-2.
Ball.
And that's down and away.
Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
At the belt and fires. He goes down looking.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
In the air out towards right center. Aaron gets under it, puts the squeeze on it, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Boomers lead it 2-0. Well, we go bottom 6, and now it's going to be Mickey Mantle.
The center fielder.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And the right-hander back to work. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Now 1-1.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
The 1-2. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two now. And delivers outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Goes down looking.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Willie Mays now at the plate. And that's in there for strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That catches the corner.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Next one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Just could not get in sync and even guess right. When you talk about guessing in the game, it's really anticipation and sort of going with what the highest probability pitch, velocity, location at that point of the at-bat is.
Here's a 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. Mays started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first and ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
And here is Hank Aaron. That's a strike. That's strike one. One of the amazing things about Hank Aaron is the consistency he had over the course of his career. 0-1 now. And that one in the air center field. Griffey gets under it. And that'll do it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Bob Feller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now pitching, Bob Feller.
Joe Morgan getting ready to hit.
The second baseman, Joe Morgan.
The pitch. That misses the zone. 1-0. Bob Feller was only 17 years old when he made his major league debut, and it did not take long for him to make a name for himself. That pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Talking about Feller's debut, he burst onto the scene at his first start. He struck out 15 batters, and he was still in high school. In his 4th start, he racked up 17 Ks. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
And Feller didn't slow down anytime soon. Led the league in strikeouts for the next 4 seasons and won 93 games.
Next pitch misses, and 1-1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Next offering is downstairs.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That's in there. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Remember Mark Kotze was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. In the air, right field. Out. Number 2.
The right fielder, number 19, Tony.
So 2 down now, and here is Tony Gwynn. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
The 1-0. That clips the corner. Not even close there. And it's 2-1. On the ground, right side. Gehrig steps on the bag, and that's the third out. So they make short work of him there. 7th inning stretch time. The Boomers are out in front here, 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 7th, and here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate, and there's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
And the right-hander deals. So 2 balls and no strikes. Activity in the bullpen. Goose Gossage preparing to come on if needed. Franco warming up as well. And now 2 balls and a strike.
It's really trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
A little out front there as he swings through it. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's ripping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
And here is Ernie Banks. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Fouled off. He was late.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And that one off the outside edge. The wind of the pitch. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
The lefty, number 4, Ralph Kiner.
Here's the left fielder, Ralph Kiner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. First offering misses the mark. Next offering is in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Next pitch misses way outside. There's a swing and a drive. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. Welcome back. Ready to begin the 8th. Now, Ken Griffey Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Next pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Next offering upstairs. And as well, lots of pop in that bat, so you combine the slug with really good defense. In the dirt. Bench up with it. Over to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive. And that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table and you can't make contact.
And now, Mike Schmidt. Ball one, no strikes. And he deals. And there's a strike. Schmidt checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. Kicks and deals. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Next one in the dirt.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
In the dirt. Slings to first, and they take care of Schmidt for the out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next is the designated hitter, Reggie Jackson. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Right-handed reliever. In the air to left center. Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the catcher, Johnny Bench. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. The pitch. Out front, rip foul.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Cal gets it over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
So up next, Eddie Matthews. Going 1.
0-1.
And that's in for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And Ricky Henderson the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first, Now here is Mickey Mantle. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Seaver keeping him close. Back over to first, and he's back again. And first offering is fouled off. They say you win. Robinson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a pitch. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a 1-2 again. Got him looking. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. And welcome back. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Eddie Murray.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And there's the strike. Movement in the bullpen. Lefty Grove. The lefty with big swing and miss stuff is getting ready. Now the 0-1. Next offering is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. That misses, and it's 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Got him swinging.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Piazza in the box now. No balls and a strike. Splits the plate, and the count is 0-2.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Piazza out in the play. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Cal.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr. He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Two outs. Good eye right there.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
And it's even up. In the air out to center. Mantle sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back here at the ballpark, and now Willie Mays.
The designated hitter, Willie Mays.
Seaver back to work. Just off the outside part of the plate. That clips the corner. Ground ball left side. And it's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it, cost him an extra base too.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tom Seaver gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Dennis Eckersley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hank Aaron. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Into the outfield, base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Oh, he throws it away.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical, but so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff man, you have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Garrett in the box now, takes strike one.
Almost drove one out of here last time up, flied out to the warning track.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Schmidt has a beat on it. Makes the grab, one away. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Banks.
So digging in, Ernie Banks.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
That's inside. Ball one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
2-0 to count.
Good hitters count the 2-0. And the slider catches the zone.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Here's a 2-1. Just missed. But you know, this righty's got to be worried about one swing ending the game.
Wow, you actually said it this time. Normally you kind of dance around it.
Man at second. That one down the line. On to Murray, and they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now the left fielder, Ralph Kiner, trying to deliver as the hero. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1.
1-0.
Next one off the plate inside. 2-0. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And he chases that one. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Groundbreakers, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.